You've been called, you've been crushed, and now it's your time to rise. Hi there, this is Tiffany Colazzo, and you are listening to Epiphanies with Tiffany, a podcast for those who've had divine moments of clarity in the middle of chaos. That's right, we talk about the aha moments of life, faith, and business. This isn't just a conversation, my friends. It's confirmation. Now let's talk about what happens when you pause long enough to hear what heaven has been trying to say. Welcome back to Epiphanies with Tiffany. Today I want to talk about something counterintuitive. It's pausing. Many of you who know me and have been following me for a while know that I am known as the pause coach. I created a signature program around pausing in a time in my life when I was pivoting. I was leaving the corporate and nonprofit world to step into full-time entrepreneurship. And I didn't quite know what to do. Really confused, out of alignment. It was just a mess. In a world that celebrates nonstop hustle, I am here to tell you why the pause is a weapon and is still my signature program. Now, with the opportunity for mentorship. We'll talk more about that later. In this segment, we're going to talk about the power of the pause. Sometimes, and I know this for sure, moving forward means stopping everything. In the pause 1.0, that was my baby, first time around. We focused on authenticity and becoming clear about who we are and whose we are. It was really, really important during that first coaching program to really make sure that my clients were being true to themselves and not deciding to create or build businesses or take on careers through the perception of someone else, but that they were really leaning into who they are and whose they are. Whose they are became very, very important in this program, and the fact that this is where people were realizing that they also have purpose. And when I say they, I'm talking about me, because every single thing that I present, God has taken me through. So this stopping all things so I could focus on who I am and be very clear about whose I am. So that's two things. Who I am lets me know that I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It also allows me to know that there is destiny and purpose in my life. For 2.0, now that we have paused to clarify, we will build without burnout. Because pausing isn't about quitting, it's just recalibrating. Starting again, fresh start, new thing. There were moments in my journey where pausing saved me from burnout and opened my eyes to greater possibilities. Let me break it down, okay? So 1.0 was about really breaking down what the pause is, and continues to be. The P of the pause 1.0 stood for prioritize self-care, falling in love with your mind, body, and soul. What exactly does that mean, Tiffany? That means taking care of yourself. If you're in need of a pause, it's mostly or generally around the fact that you give, and never receive. You put yourself last, you put what you need last, what you desire last, what you might want last. You're always last. You're on go constantly for everyone. When it's time to pause, it is all about you. It's about loving your mind, feeding your intellect, moving your body, because it gives you the ability to change your mind. Scientific fact. When you move your body, you can change your mind. And changing your mind is what many of us need to do. That's why we are always going to the Lord asking for a renewed mind. Renew my mind, Lord. Moving your body helps you to do that. It's taking care of your spirit and your soul, of which are of most importance. Here is where you can engage in really getting to know who you are. I know it sounds crazy, but many of us, work so much, we do all the things. We don't know our favorite color. We go along with the go along. We don't know our favorite food. We don't know our favorite music genre. We know nothing about ourselves because we have never prioritized ourselves. And the P of the pause is when we take ourselves on soul dates. I did a whole blog post on a soul date and what it meant. I went to a Whole Food store and I had a cup of organic coffee and I had a gluten-free donut because y'all know I ain't supposed to be eating anything that's not gluten-free. Lord, deliver me. Had a wonderful gluten-free donut, the best coffee I ever had, and I was present. Prioritizing yourself is allowing yourself to be present. You deserve that, my friend. You also deserve 45 minutes to an hour of every day just for you. Go to the gym, go for a walk, go for a jog, do your in-home workout, whatever it is that allows you to move your body, which opens up your capacities to change your mind and walk in newness. Do that for yourself, friend. The P of the pause, prioritizing self. The A of the pause was all about affirming yourself. This is the space where I stopped believing the lies of the enemy and I began to speak life to myself and my circumstances. Friend, I created a whole framework around this. You say things to yourself that you would never say to someone else. You say things to yourself that you would correct somebody about saying to themselves. Do you not know how wonderful you are? Do you not know how fearfully and wonderfully made that you are? Affirming yourself is such an important part of the pause. It gives you an opportunity to sit in who God made you to be. It gives you an opportunity to focus on those things that are good and just and praiseworthy. Affirm yourself. And in affirming yourself, it takes you right up on in the U of the pause, which gives you the audacity to usurp your power. Honey, this is where you reclaim your time and you take it by force. Many of us have given our power away in so many areas of our life, in business, in our family life, with our children, at our jobs. We feel like we don't have the ability to speak up for ourselves or to create boundaries that would allow us to have healthy relationships. When you pause, it is a time for you to really get to know the person that you are affirming so that you can stand in the affirmations that you have made regarding yourself. You got to be able to stand 10 toes down in the fact that you are who you say you are. My coach say all the time, I am $1 million coach. And baby, I'm going to say what she say because it's the truth. I stand 10 toes down on the fact that I am a millionaire. And I stand ready to do the work to get me there. Usurp your power. Take it by force. And now that you've taken your power back and you've been affirming yourself, you know who you are, all the things. In comes the S of the pause, which is creating your strategic life plan. Here, my friend, is where you have a business meeting with the Lord. You and God schedule that meeting and you write the vision and make it plain. Because the clarity of writing that vision is what's going to move us into the E of the pause, which is execution. We're going to work that plan and move by faith. That's what clarity does. It gives you the ability to have a meeting with God, hear him with clarity, do the biblical thing, and write the vision and make it plain so that we can work out our soul salvation. We going to work this thing out, doing that very thing that God has shown us that we can do. With clarity and every single one of them letters of the pause, I was able to pivot my business and create lucrative passive income. From the pause, when I tell y'all I was going in circles like I was on a hamster wheel, I was so obese with education and knowledge and systems. And every course there was, I took it. And every class there was, I took it. I ain't scared to develop me so that I could be prepared to help you develop. That is what the pause is. It's a development structure. It helps you redefine momentum. So in this segment, we are redefining momentum. We think momentum is all about speed. No, honey. Real momentum is about alignment. Pausing allows you to realign, to hear from God, and to regain strength. There's a rest in the pause, honey. The world tells you to go, go, go. But sometimes God says, wait. And baby, I'd rather wait on the Lord. I'd rather wait on the Lord than to be out here moving without clarity. The pause allowed me to see how my business and work-life balance should flow. That's why I'm here right now. It allowed me to relaunch, full of purpose and passion, leaving nothing behind. Nothing. Leaving nothing behind. All gifts activated with passion and on purpose. So what's the epiphany of the pause? Tiffany, you say, I heard you. Okay, I got it. The aha moment, the epiphany is this. Pause is not weaken. It's not weakness. It's not weakening. It's not any of that. It's wisdom. It is straight up wisdom that you would realize that you are out of alignment. You feel stuck. Something isn't right. And you take a moment to consult with the master consultant. And he says, anchor scripture number 1, be still and know that I am God. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your destiny is to rest and wait for clarity. What do you need clarity on? Seriously, what do you need clarity on? And what do you need to relaunch? I'm going to give you some strategies, as usual, to work this thing out because it's important. Strategy number 1, schedule intentional pauses to reflect and pray each week. Are you on track with your strategic plan? Are you making sure that all of your letters are in alignment so that you can move by His Spirit? Practical strategy number 2, or practical step, journal your pause. It's going to help you because you're going to capture new insights. You're going to capture new directions because, baby, I promise you I get a download. I want to say every hour, like, we need to write those things down. Clarity brings downloads, a continual stream of downloads, because He wants to speak to you, but you can only hear Him when you're clear. Number 3, you need to learn to discern when movement is proven by pressure versus purpose. Learn to discern when movement is driven by pressure versus purpose. It's so good, my friend. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to launch the mentorship, The Pause 2.0, where we're going to take your space of clarity and we're going to build without burnout. We're going to build without burnout. It's time to build. If this episode encouraged you to embrace the pause, share it with someone who's always on the go. Someone who is on G waiting for O. Share it with them and tell them that sometimes the best breakthrough is found in stillness. And regarding the mentorship, the wait list is down below. The wait list is down below. Because, honey, you're not stuck. You're just misaligned. It is time to take a sacred pause and return to the clarity God already placed inside you. If you want to join the mentorship, the wait list is available. Click the link, get on that wait list, or you can book a clarity call. I would love to collaborate with you. Now I'm going to say what I always say because I mean it. Have a blessed and productive day. I love you with my whole heart.